What's going on, everyone? What's up, world? Another Monday, another online open mic presented by the Barbed Open Mic series. Welcome, welcome. Great to have you guys here. I see people were already waiting in the live chat. Good to see you, Steven. Very cool. Looking forward to that. Another gig this Saturday at Love Buzz. Yeah, I'm talking to Steven Molina of Mountain Vibes. If you're in El Paso, go check them out. Performing this Saturday at Love Buzz. My name is Richie. I'll be your host and MC today, and we are based out of El Paso, Texas. But because this is an online mic, an online venue, we have the luxury of getting to travel all over the country and all over the world. We have poets, we have performers, we have storytellers in the house today. And as always, feel free to follow their work, follow them online, support their work, purchase books. It is holiday season, so I know there's a lot said about Black Friday, but we can always counteract that by buying the work of our creative friends. So if they have a book out, if they have artwork, if they have any kind of merchandise, support local, right? Support your friends, even if they'll ship it to you. I think that's a great way to counteract that whole like I don't know, black hole that is Black Friday. Anyway, this is an online mic, like any other open mic. If you want to perform, all you have to do is sign up. So if you're tuning in right now in the live stream, then go ahead. You can click the description where there's a link to sign up if you are interested in that. But of course, if you just want to check it out, grab your favorite drink, grab a snack, sit back, kick back, and relax, and enjoy the online mic. What's up, Mac the Human? Good to have you. Good to have you on the show. I mean, on in the live chat with us. That's the other thing. If you guys are watching live, it's to me, I always like it. I know a lot of other people who are performing also like it, when you hang out with us in the chat because it's hard to keep up, I mean, it's performing online to an audience that we can't see is very different than like performing in a public venue and you're on stage and you kind of see people's reactions. It's hard to see that. So yeah, good, good, good. Welcome, guys. Okay. So like any other mic, it is you know, up open to poetry, prose, whether it be original work, it could be even a cover poem. And I'll leave it to Kit to talk about our special event next week, something we call the Poetry Potluck. We'll be promoting that pretty soon. Um, it could be something that you just wrote today, 5 minutes ago, 5 minutes before your set. Maybe yesterday, maybe it could be something that you are still sharpening, that you're still editing and working on, because reading your work out loud is a really great way to kind of hear it in a different way. That's a good way to edit a piece and also get live feedback from people. Of course, we also welcome singers, singer-songwriters, instrumentalists. So there's still plenty of time. Otherwise, we're here next Monday. All right. So we're going to go ahead and kick things off. Wait. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I jumped the gun a little bit there. If you are in the El Paso area, come check us out. We do have a couple of open mics this week. Tuesday, we will be downtown once again for our Verse and Harmony open mic. That is specifically catered to music and poetry. That is on San Antonio Street, Rosewood Bar, 412 East San Antonio Street. It is the same street where the Tap is, legendary bar and restaurant. Sign up starts at 8 p.m. The show starts at 9 p.m. I will be hosting. And so I'm also trying to train people to help me out with Tuesdays in the case that I'm also trying to train people who could eventually maybe take over or just like run a show without me having to be there. We're not quite there yet, but if you're interested in that kind of thing or learning those types of skills, show up tomorrow and I'll help you out. I usually get there around 6:30 or so to start setting up. The other thing is we do have an open mic at Old Sheepdog this Thursday. I know we're usually there the last Thursday of every month, but of course, as we know, we got other things going on this last Thursday of the month. You know, so Kit Ren, our awesome host, will be leading that once again. So make plans to be there. That one starts a little earlier. The sign up starts at 7 and the show starts around 8ish. Um, you know, typically the list does fill up kind of quickly there. So, if you make plans to be there, try and get there early, especially if you want to perform early. They have great local craft beer. They have a food truck with delicious food. And if it's too cold outside, we'll probably move inside. that's always like a game day decision, game time decision even. So, that's it. The other thing is if you are watching and you're an EPCC student here for the Down Passport QR code, well, welcome. You're in the right spot, first of all. The way this usually works, or the way I like to make this work, is all I ask you guys to do is just watch the show, listen in, and afterwards, hopefully, I encourage you to stay as long as you can. I think it's whatever works for you, and as long as you can. But then I'm gonna leave my email in the chat, probably the live chat. Be on the lookout for that. And because I teach at EPCC, I teach in the English department at Rio Grande campus, so I'll leave my email. Let me know who you heard. What did you hear? Any lines that stood out to you, made you feel another way, excited, sad, or like I don't know, maybe you could relate to it. Maybe you learned something new. Um, just overall, what did you experience, I guess, while watching the show? Write a little bit, don't yeah, just try and expound a little bit. Maybe like a small paragraph. That's it. That's it. And what I'll do is when you email me, I will reply with the code so you can get credit for the event. And if you have questions, as always, just the live chat is there if you have questions. Or you can also just find me in the EPCC directory. That's my name right there. Oh, down there. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. Let's go and start the mic. We are going to kick things off in El Paso, but as I mentioned, we do have people from all over. And right now, Robin always rocks not only the fits, but the mic. Master gardener, master poet. She's been published in so many great places like the Paris Review. Um, Here she is, Robin Schofield. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, Richie. Happy Monday, everybody. And to you people in the future watching, whatever day of the week it is for you. I'm going to read a few poems. One of them is going to be out of my little notebook because I wrote it in Tumblewords. Tumblewords is a really cool place to write poems. It's a place on Zoom now, and Kit Wren runs it, so you can get your all the information from him. On New Year's Day, I must have coffee, but in San Miguel de Allende, nothing is open because everyone is hung over and asleep from New Year's Eve celebrations. So only Starbucks is open across from El Jardín and La Parroquia, the majestic colonial iglesia formed from pink marble when the early morning sun shines on it. The Starbucks is full of bright-eyed expat Americans and Canadians and red-eyed Mexicano employees. One writes Robert on my cup, though I spelled out Robin in Spanish and am clearly a cis woman. I think I'm clearly a cis woman. I think I'm clearly a woman. But I'm happy with my cheap cappuccino in the crisp air. Funny, when it was being debated whether to put a Starbucks in this UNESCO World Heritage Site, the expats were against it and the Mexicanos wanted it. So the workers won the argument. And Starbucks came and couldn't put a sign out or change the beautiful architecture of one of the magical cities. And it's full of expats now. Okay, so that probably needs some work. But here's one out of Ridge of High Pressure, also about San Miguel de Allende. And this one is called Epiphany, San Miguel. And Epiphany, is January the 6th. It's the coming of the three kings, which is very important in Mexico. The kids line up as if for Santa Claus. We missed the parade, the three kings riding in on horseback, but not the polite or sated children in a line that bent around El Jardín. Muffled in pink puffy coats, blue hats, yellow scarves, and fleecy tights, they huddled against their exhausted Parents who wore that look of tight-lipped, thinned patience that comes with the holidays. This morning, the children received their presents, presented in their shoes, and brought by the three kings, for this is the 12th day of Christmas. The brass band walks away, their instruments dented and unpolished, the silver tuba almost gray, the only dull spot in the crowd. The three kings sit by the parroquia while the mayor jokes at the microphone. These pobrecitos y sus padres want the photos to begin. Each child will sit in the lap of a king and say, "Thank you for the gifts. Gracias por los regalos." And the kings will say, "Child, you are a miracle. Niño, eres milagro." Okay, so you see that one's in the book. That's much better. So this one's a little bit about the weather, and we're not getting this yet, but maybe we will. Wintry mix in the Chihuahuan desert. No one predicted a noon wind chill of 19 degrees, fog and snow showers. Even now on television, the forecasters admit their models don't show it, while I hear snow crunch against the window pane like sand swung by a dust devil in the spring. All day I've watched it pile up around the palm tree and on its fronds, a witness to the snow-tipped pines, to the vanished Sierra de los Mansos, socked in by desert snow. The models now say it will end in 7 minutes at 1 p.m., but I don't believe it for 1 minute. I believe that visibility is down to 1 mile, that wind gusts are up to 35 miles an hour. I'm going to drive the Subaru and wear my snow boots, then snuggle up and do Sudoku. Except that the shepherd dog wants his walk, even though snow slants like flecks of white paint artists dab in the eyes of portraits, the light on this fog-bound day, snowing in the freezing Chihuahuan desert. And then for my cover poem is going to be by Robert Frost, who was mainly, a 20th century poet, very famous in the United States and worldwide too, I guess. And it's safe to say he had major league depression and probably seasonal affective disorder. So this one's called My November Guest. My sorrow, when she's here with me, thinks these dark days of autumn rain are beautiful as days can be. She loves the bare, the withered tree. She walks the sodden pasture lane. Her pleasure will not let me stay. She talks, and I am fain to list. She's glad the birds are gone away. She's glad her simple worsted gray is silver now with clinging mist. The desolate, deserted trees, the faded earth, the heavy sky, the beauties she so truly sees. She thinks I have no eye for these and vexes me for reason why. Not yesterday I learned to know the love of bare November days before the coming of the snow, but it were vain to tell her so, and they are better for her praise. So, that's my little set, and thank you all for listening.
Awesome. Thank you, of course, for kicking things off. You look super warm there. I just wore my t-shirt, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit of the chill. Here in the desert, you guys gotta understand if you're not from up north or wherever, it's a little bit of coldness. We feel it. We feel it.
I have the window open though.
Oh, I kind of would too. Love that circulation. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you're just getting here, to our online mic. Once shout out to Vianney Lux, good to see you. Hey, welcome to the show. Reyes Memo Kamikaze. Hey guys, welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so we're gonna keep this thing going. At the beginning, Robin said she did mention tumble words. So if you guys are a writer and you feel like maybe you're just not writing enough and need a space to do that, I would encourage you to check out Tumble Words. Meets online every Saturday. If you want to know more, you can find Kit Ren, who will be reading later tonight. But you can also find Kit through Facebook. You can also look up the Tumble Words Project on Facebook. Um, yeah, the rain was so beautiful yesterday. Yeah, I had my windows open to listen to it and feel that petrichor, or smell that petrichor through the window. Okay, all right, let's go and keep going. We are going to travel a little bit north of here and visit our friend in Denver, Colorado, who's getting ready for a big trip. So we've got Mike Sindler in the house, our one and only Mike at the mic. This has been a mic check, and there he is. You're ready.
Okay. Yeah, not a psilocybin or any kind of mescaline or anything like that trip, actual getting on a plane. Um, and I'm going because I'm gonna spend time with my family and actually cook for them a lot, which I'm really looking forward to. But I want to do some things that I thought were sort of seasonal. One of the things that, when you do get around, you sort of have to deal with the fact that sometimes things have not always been good between you and some of the people you're around. So this is called a cause to celebrate. Let go of old animosity, a weight carried far too long. Hurt still stings until one stops pulling scabs. Healed heart ready to live in present. No rancor in communication, old affection resurrected. Careful to restrain expectation, no thought of total reconciliation. Instead, a plan made to aid others, a collaboration to explore creation with community in dire situation. Cross country, cross time, cross culture, no divide too great to overcome. Heart swells with simple satisfaction to once again have such interaction. Two souls still twinned with love, roughly pulled apart by fickle fate. For far too long incommunicado, now delighted to communicate, renewed desire to be of service together, new venture, a cause to celebrate. And there's always some sort of cause to celebrate, which is beautiful things about life. Um, and going into more strictly what I'm going to do, which is cook. Thanksgiving to me is sort of a twisted thing because it's coming from like, oh, these Europeans who came over and had a good time, but they were really taken from the native peoples, and the native people had so much great going on before these people came and caused trouble. And so this piece is called Cornucopia. Avocado and cassava, peanut and tomato, chocolate and tapioca, peppers and potato, transported from the Americas, these and other native foods transform the cuisines of other lands and almost every culture. They're used chilies hot enough to raise blisters. And let us not forget these, the three sacred sisters, squash and corn and beans. Cooks and chefs prepare specialties in kitchens around the earthly sphere, at the heart of all varieties, ingredients that came from here. Treasures stolen from these shores by the European invasion now reside on shelves of stores and pantries of every nation. Flavors connected with glories of four other continents are Turtle Island foodstuffs turned into entrees and condiments. And then this one is a little bit more personal take on it. Some of y'all know, some of you don't. I spent like years of my life in commercial kitchens, so I like kitchens a lot. This is called a savory greeting. Hello, Holy Trinity. Hello, sweet onion. Hello, crisp celery. Hello, beautiful bell pepper. Almost every day we meet at the same old cutting board, and each time you prove to be the best of helpmates, best of buddies. Along with your pal garlic and occasional sidekick ginger, you provide a base of flavor that enlivens any pan you come in contact with. The sacred sisters, bean and corn and squash, sing your praises and hug you to themselves in dazzling delight. I cannot count the many soups and sauces you enliven and improve in your cut yet chunky portions or simmered and sieved down into stock. Yes, Carrot may claim to be an equal, and you can humor him as such, but we know you three can stand without his sweetness. You are delectable as individuals, but as a team, you can't be beat. You're superstars. That's why I will always want you with me as I prepare a hot or humble meal. And want to go ahead and go into the um, hat. And this first one's by a poet by the name of James Whitcomb Riley. Not really all that famous, but I just think that this poem is very fitting, and it's called Thanksgiving. Let us be thankful, not only because since our last universal thanks were told, we have grown greater in the world's applause and fortune's newer smiles surpass the old, but thankful for all things that come as alms from out the open hand of providence, the winter clouds and storms, the summer calms, the sleepless dread, the drowse of indolence. Let us be thankful, thankful for the prayers whose gracious answers were long, long delayed, that they might fall upon us unawares and bless us as in greater need we prayed. Let us be thankful for the loyal hand that love held out in welcome to our own, when love and only love could understand the need of touches we had never known. Let us be thankful for the longing eyes that gave their secret to us as they wept, yet in return found with sweet surprise love's touch upon their lids, and smiling slept. And let us too be thankful that the tears of sorrow have not all been drained away, that through them still for all the coming years we may look on the dead face of today. And I'm going to do one more, and it's by Ellen Bass, who's a contemporary poet, and I like her work a lot. And it's called Eating the Bones. The women in my family strip the succulent flesh from broiled chicken, scrape the drumstick clean, bite off the cartilage, chew the gristle, crush the porous swellings at the end of each slender baton. With strong molars, they split the tibia, sucking out the dense marrow. They use up love. They swallow every dark grain. So at the end, there's nothing left, a scant pile of splinters on the empty white plate. So I just want to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving, or however you want to look at it. If you're an Indigenous person, I hope you are in a forgiving mood for all the assholes. Just, okay. But thanks, Richie. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Mike Sindler. What you saw a little bit there is one of the traditions we have called a cover poem. It's a great opportunity to just kind of introduce work of a writer that you've been reading lately, that you look up to in some way, whether it be someone in the past or, as Mike said, a contemporary, someone who's still kind of around that you work with. And of course, next Monday, we have a chance to maybe share the work of people in our vicinity of our peers. But again, more on that later. Right now, we're going to go ahead and welcome a 1-2 Pittsburgh punch. That's right. We're going to go ahead and travel up to Pittsburgh like that for our next performers and someone we've missed here on the show, but thankfully, oh, a visit by Kitty too. So we have Vale Larkin in the house, ready to kick it off. Hey, Vale, welcome back, and good to see you.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, I have a visitor all of a sudden.
yes, you do.
Okay, see, let me see if I can get around this in a minute. Um, it's good to see everybody again. I've missed everybody. All the people who don't always stay for the after. Uh, okay, I have two new ones and an older one. So we'll just start. A history of languages. Once our awareness of the world was written, storybook shine and fantastical, elaborate calligraphy. Now, click clack, tapping out our artistry and wishes, we smear intricacies, compress meaning. Heel to toe, we step our way empty, it seems, losing the bric-a-brac from our voices, our rejoicing. But oh, long before the first drops of ink met skin or paper, our languages lived in the world itself, spread out through its fractal capillaries, a lacework circulation of understanding. Do you know, in the oldest tongues, they use sounds we discarded. They say we, foolish children, dropped paths of toneless exclamations and flourishes along our way into the stark electric future, as though we spit out sparks and they spread everywhere. What a strange evolution from the convolutions we enjoyed. Dental, fricative, elemental, and bone deep, the percussion of everything around us, the great heartbeat, the great breath, sucked down now and spat back as flat, laconic apathy. Do you think it was easier for them to speak with the birds, thunderclouds, the great stalking stars? We hear silence or only the faintest meaning. What have we relinquished to the grasping page? What deep matters have we cast aside in our greed, our unheeding penmanship? When Eve first called all the animals, could she still pronounce the names they tell us in our dreams? Thank you. Bright is another word for empty. Waking in the morning to the voices of birds, bugs, or at least a few shy chatters here and about, the light in the sky is rosy with wildfires. The warmth of the day seeps in, and the scent of dead leaves competes with fresh blooms in the verge outside my door. November breezes, confused, weave them together. I am waking up on this bewildered morning. Warm, dry air and the cries of the last few birds and the hitching whine of a lost insect. The sunlight and smoky skyline and the great hot stillness of the day coming in again, aching and stiff, hanging skin and crisp bones. The insects and birds, sprouts rising, and the fallen leaves. The wildfires are flying, and the leaves are alight on the horizon. Waking, I face the red west. And this last piece is for Andrew Pryor, who will be reading next. It is his birthday. A shape like a tree. Your lips pressing my mouth into the shape of your mouth, and your tongue spelling to me love, lust, the shape of your hands on me. How you love to grasp, hold, enfold me time out of breath, out of becoming your oneness with you, the will of us together. Our rapture ringing our wicked tongues. Oh, you give me more to hold than I can carry without your arms supporting me. The way we fit together is the way the sparks of our infinite atoms fit together, electric and full of force, almost forced, but finally fusing and flowing together. We are bright like energy is bright, like love is bright, like elevation is bright, and the way your body is so much larger and stronger, but slower and gentler than my little lightning can restrict itself to. I call you my tree. I call you my tall standing tower, my bastion, my belonging here in this boiling reality where currents, clouds, and warring weather wild together, trying to unmake us, but we are amalgam. You call me your little bear, like I am so strong for my size, and I feel like it with your branches surrounding me. I am borne up sky flying above my worry, my weariness, and I remind you of what it is like to be unmoored and unfettered. Thank you.
So thank you, Vale. God, that all those pieces really.
Thank you.
I'm still thinking about a lot of the imagery in the first one, but that one, last one, is always so sweet. I'm like, great stuff. Thank you, Vale. All right, you heard the name drop, so we're gonna go ahead and just go right to them. Also in Pittsburgh, we've got Andrew Pryor. Good to see you. It's been so long. Welcome back, Andrew. Oh, all right. Good to see you again.
Thank you very much. Can everybody hear me through Vale's mic?
Kind of. It's a little low.
Oh, all right. Hold on. You guys turn yours off. I can.
Yeah, I'm turning mine off. Turn yours on.
No, nothing yet.
Speak to the mic.
Yes.
There you go. No, he wasn't connected, Doc. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, I stayed unconnected because.
Oh wait, there is an echo. I don't know why.
Maybe Vale's mic is still on.
They're working on it. They got it.
Hello?
Hmm.
You're back. Can you hear us? You were frozen for a bit, but now you're back. I don't think.
Oh
it's on.
no. Yeah, no. I think they're just trying to get Vale's mic muted, I guess, so Andrew could turn on his mic. We got a same room situation.
Hey, I'm gonna try to turn this mic up and move it a little bit over to the other side of the desk because this is picking up another mic in the room, and I don't know where it is or exactly what I need to do. It's gonna take too long.
All right.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay. Great. Hey, hello. I'm back. This is my birthday, and I'm here with my, with my partner, who I love very much, and I'm happy to be here with them, and I'm reading a story for them that I read when I met them at the first open mic that we met together. When we first met almost 3 years ago. So, without further
Cannot hear you.
oh, oh, sorry.
Is it okay if we try to fix this and then maybe you can come back to him in a little bit?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Troubleshoot. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah. So I think a lot of people weren't paying attention. They were working out some mic stuff. So we're good. We'll work it out. We don't need to shout directions there. Okay. So we'll come back to them. So instead, Doc, I think you're ready to go. You got your mic unmuted anyway.
Yep.
Doc, go and take it away.
Thank you. With what is happening These last few weeks, I wrote this, and a couple of you have heard it, but the title is I Sing Kaddish for America. I sing Kaddish for America, not just for we who are Jews, but for those of all faiths, all belief systems who have dared dream the dream in this troubled land. A dream of love and inclusion for all, of fact over opinion and alt-fact, of science over denials, of equality, not privilege, of love and compassion over fear, of no more bias, bigotry, and misogyny, of calm discussion over empty rhetoric, a dream of liberty and justice for all, of representatives who actually represent the people who elect them, of no more gerrymandering, of no more bureaucrats unqualified for their positions, of no more freely available weapons of war on our streets, of no one going hungry, of everyone having adequate housing and medical care, of everyone having bodily autonomy, of everyone being well educated and capable of critical thinking. I sing Kaddish for America, land of lost dreams, our 50 stars gone dim, our sweet land of liberty gone sour. I sing Kaddish for America. And this is in a place called morning. In a place called morning, we awaken in the luxury of love and the joy of one another. We are blanketed in calm and comfort, the warmth of Kutch and the Hineni of us. In deep darshan, we explore the inscapes and kundun in the tonglen of our souls. Then, in the intimacy of infinity and the mirror of moments, we merge, quantum tangled, in the ecstasy of the forever beyond the forever. Pyromancy. A gray autumn day, Aeolus sends a chill breeze, a slate sky above. Trees, half naked, stand in ancient supplication, waiting for spring. Sitting on a cushion, I sit in a shelter of stone. I'm next to a fireplace. A fire crackles, a fire crackles and glows. I stare into its flickering gleam in the trance of pyromancy. I conjure visions of warmth, of comfort, and of Kutch, and in the flames is you. You reach out to me, and you're encircling, ensorceling in arms of silken flame. Your animancy warming me with your warmth, warming my soul. And my fingers write the wondrous, ineffable poetry of you in all the tongues of love. And this is me right now. Its title is Loss. I was never told I was never told loss was so hard and painful. It is a pain unlike the physical, a pain encompassing longing, yearning, saudade, and hiraeth. It contains an emptiness, an infinity of lack, and a loneliness beyond. It is as though there is a barrier between all else and me. Comforting words, even hugs, fail to penetrate beyond the superficial. Yes, I need them to survive this profound sadness. And finally, I'm going to read a poem by an Ohio poet. Her name is Kat Russell, and it's a poem from her book Kaleidoscope, published by Venetian Spider Press. And it sort of reflects some of the attitudes we're hearing more and more of today. She writes that it's inspired by a scene from Hulu's original series, The Handmaid's Tale. The title is Servings. He buries his face in the flowing folds of her long hair, inhales her scent like a man sniffs the air above a Thanksgiving turkey. She is his meal, each morsel of her served up for his consumption, digested, discarded as easily once his appetite is sated. He picks her clean, then leaves her lean, empty, and exposed. Thank you.
All right, Doc. Cool. Any poet laureate duties you want to shout out really quick, or any upcoming readings, or like anything like that?
Nothing in particular at this moment. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Thanks. All right. Let me just check in here on the troubleshooting thing. Are we good to get Andrew on? I think. Yeah, I'm just waiting for ocular confirmation there. I'm looking at the windows. They might still be working it out. Um, okay. Let me go ahead then. And once again, if you guys are just tuning in, this is our Monday night online open mic. We are here every Monday. In fact, we've been here since every Monday since April of 2020, nonstop. Haven't missed a Monday, which is kind of incredible now that I think about it like that. But we just it's an online space for people, especially people to get together and share their work, get stuff off of their chest, share new pieces, and ultimately some creative collaborative emergence going on there. But all right, I think we're good to let's try that sound again. Andrew, here we go. Round two. Pittsburgh. We got Andrew in the house. Hey,
Yes.
perfect.
Hello. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. My partner just read a poem for me, and now I'm going to read a story for them because this is the story I read at the open mic where we first met almost 3 years ago. So without further ado. Pandora is waiting for the world to end. Pandora lives in an olive green metal box half buried next to a birch tree in the woods behind a spacious 4-bedroom mansion. Pandora moved into the box at the beginning of the world when the air tasted sweet and the sun had a soft voice. There was someone else living in the box at the time, but Pandora kicked them out. Most of Pandora's time is spent scurrying back and forth from one corner to another, racing over to a bottle cap, picking it up, carrying it over to the other corner, then dropping it. The bottle cap is Pandora's most prized possession. It is her helmet. It is her shield. And on very infrequent occasions, it is her mirror, the metal underside polished to a shine. The bottle cap is the only thing in the room that Pandora found herself. Everything else was brought by the 11-year-old girl from the spacious mansion. The keychain with the LED light, the 7 brown M&Ms, the cigarette the girl snuck out of her older brother's coat pocket that's longer than Pandora's entire body. When the two of them talk, Pandora stuffs shredded tobacco leaves in between her mandibles to stop her voice from quivering. The girl knows that Pandora is a cockroach, but the girl thinks that insects are cool, especially insects that talk. The girl tells Pandora about her soccer games, her art projects, the terrarium full of beetles and worms on her windowsill. The girl describes dirt the way Pandora would have once described sunlight through a waterfall. The girl does not know Pandora's name. The girl told Pandora her own name once, and Pandora did everything she could to forget it. Pandora tells the girl about how she was cursed by a vengeful god, how she feeds off of human garbage and swims through rusty water, eating mice babies and slicing night crawlers in half for fun. She hears the grin in the young girl's voice as she responds with questions about chewed-up butterflies and rat carcasses. It is all false. Pandora has been outside the box once, to hunt and ensnare a bottle cap. She practices daily out of fear of ever having to do it again. Her real fantasies are very different, stretching across her mind at night like high-tension wire. Pandora was not cursed to become a cockroach. She was cursed to be immortal. And everything that once lived in the box is also immortal. In her dreams, when the bombs fall and the fire blankets the sky and diseases plume up from the ground like crawling clouds, the box sprouts 6 metal legs and a swiveling head with glowing red eyes. And she tramples the soft bodies of all the humans that have become waste, melting back into the earth under the heat of the apocalypse until nothing is left, until all the evil has burned itself out like the stump of a cigarette longer than the scorched body of the world. And then she peers out and lets the dying light pour in, and smiles at her reflection in the underside of her shield. And then she wakes up in the middle of the night, the woods crackling and chirping, and she rubs her forelegs together and prays for the sound of rain drumming against the roof to drown out her thoughts, only thinking of the girl's terrarium on her windowsill, the worms poking their heads out of the dirt and looking up through the glass to the sky with their mouths open, waiting and waiting. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Andrew. Do you have anything that you want to promote or say really quick?
No, thank you. Everyone have
All
a
right
lovely
then. All right, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Yeah, thanks for working with us on the sound stuff. Appreciate it. And yeah, we missed your stuff. Always great work. I in one of my classes, we're studying the theme of curiosity, so we definitely explored the Pandora myth. I gotta like link that and share that with them. Um, okay, so we're gonna keep going. In fact, we're gonna tune in with our friend in New Mexico. That's right. Sit back because we got on the mic Zach. Zach is in the house. Awesome. As always, good to see you. When you're ready, take it away.
Thank you so much, dude. Hey, thank you. It's been a great night. Oh yeah. It's been a great night. All right. Oh shit. Wake up. Though I can't open eyes, it's sunlight that burns for step outdoor. It's feeling don't want to leave. It's feeling dirty kitchen sink. It's wanting to clean up. It's thinking about past night. Sped up. Open eyes, legs stiff, cramp inside. Love, truth, and dotted white lines. Means pass at will. Pick them up, standing still. Highway to nowhere. At least let me request a day off. Solid white line, at least a mile off. Sun comes up over distant mountains. Sun low in sky. I forgot my sunglasses. Music sounds too much. What was it again you were in a hurry from? One chance, leave behind all those thoughts, guilt built up, bills overdue. How could they use? How could I prove love is true? Dance with me, my favorite song. Under a rising sun, a setting moon. Still see brightest star in sky. Maybe we could paint. Maybe you could see how bad I am at something. Words are easy, pour like rain. If I want to write 1,000 words a day, all I do is turn sprinkler on. Faucet left open. Myriad of things. Like okay, like facetious, like rambling, like pulled in tight, like trite, like never on stage. Well, she's in limelight. Like kiss me, call it love. Because when I dance, you dance, and we call this home. Like what if, who said, who was it? Texting on the phone. I only had so much vodka. Well, I left it at home. Shoulder heavy. I'm carrying weight. Weight. No, I'm carrying weight. Weight. Check me. Hoodie, hat low. Grocery store, half gallon. You know, I try. It's hard. Poetry, a smoke signal. Seen behind, memory. Campfire, Lost Lake, Mount Hood. It was a pop-up trailer. See reflection. Dad, we can both climb that mountain. Cold water. Swim. I don't have anything to say. Just want to sit on the edge of the lake. You could love me. You could tell me I'm good. Arm around my shoulder. There's a smoke signal. You could love me. All those hockey games told me I could be better. Run that kid, hit him. I tried my best. That poor kid called me freight train. Knew I was the one. That MVP trophy, it wasn't enough. It sat on my lap right home. Smoke signal. Seen, like looking back. How hard could I play? I tried. Dad, you could see I had fire. I wanted to win. I cried all the way home. An hour away. Portland, River, Columbia Gorge. I wanted to make you proud. Am I your son? Do you think of me? Long time since we talked. Do you think of me? Like that smoke signal. Hot dogs burned over campfire. Lost Lake. Dad, we can still climb that mountain together.
Oh man, that last great lines. Thanks again, Zach, for joining us. If you want to share your social media in the chat, we'll also move that over to everyone. Um, yeah, man, your pieces always kind of leave me there a little bit there to recover in the end. All right. If you guys are with us in the live chat, or if you're hanging out with us live, say hello in the chat. It's nice to see who's tuning in, who's here with us. Oh, Sandy made it. What's up, Sandy? I'm sorry, I kind of lost chat for a little bit there. Sandy's in the house. We got Stephen Molina. What's up? Good to see you guys hanging out with us. Yeah, so that was Zach out of New Mexico, and we're gonna go ahead and come back to El Paso for our next performer. Let's see. Uh, just led a Tumble Words workshop recently, so I heard a lot of great things as always. And as always, I'm gonna steal a line from Kit. He always likes to call himself the wannabe Hemingway, but he is the Bill Sparks, the one and only and first Bill Sparks. So yeah, Bill, when you are ready, I think hopefully we're good on the internet thing. So yeah, good to see you again. Welcome back.
I will talk as long as it holds. Okay, Untitled. I do not know exactly when I lost it, nor do I know where I was when it happened. The circumstances are a bit fuzzy at my age. It's an old age story. Innocence lost, paradise lost. Pick one. Adulting is hard. There are many things that we lose along the way. Material things that matter not in the end. We move along our own path, often ignoring the others around us as they seek their own way. And then something happens. An epiphany, maybe, or a eureka moment. Pick one. Adulting is hard. We wake up to the reality around us. We become woke. The innocence and naivete of a child have been replaced.
Sometimes I wait to see if it comes back. Oh, that might have been the drop.
Innocence.
Oh, okay, you're back. You're back.
Okay, did you get it all? How much
No,
did
it kind of. Oh, I don't remember where it cut off, but it is kind of cutting in and out now.
Well, I'll go on to another one if I can.
Yes, go for it.
January 6, 2021, another date that will go down in infamy. The end is only another beginning. May you live in interesting times, the curse says. There is no future time. The time is upon us now. The people rose up at the call of the wild. We almost fell, trying to stand firm, pushed to the limit. The uprising failed. Only by the grace of who? What? The blame game started immediately. The wounds are still fresh in our national psyche. Calls abound for change. What will become of us? We, the people, have been violated. Strike up the band. Everyone is a patriot, except for all those domestic terrorists. I do solemnly swear, my oath reads, to support and defend. From the first shots fired in 1773 and the shot heard around the world, we look around today and ask, who are we? We are the people, and the saga continues. And I have one that I wrote just about 2 hours ago. Camouflage. When did it start? Camouflage is the use of any combination of materials, coloration, or illumination for concealment, either by making animals or objects hard to see, or by disguising them as something else. Examples include the leopard-spotted coat, the battle dress of modern soldiers, and the leaf-mimic katydid's wing. Camouflage. In Vietnam, it was used to hide in the jungle. In Europe, it was used to hide in the woodlands. In the Gulf Wars, it was used to hide in the sand. Now it is a computerized pattern to hide anywhere. There is no place to hide after you hang up the uniform. It's hard to hide in a blue suit and a red tie. Workmen all wear jeans and denim shirts. Veterans find themselves hiding in plain sight. Now we have designed new camouflage of words. We take a kernel of truth, wrap it in lies. Look carefully at every word. The truth is in there somewhere. Project 2025 becomes America First policy. Agenda 47 became the camouflage. The truth lies between the lines. Once upon a time, we could see the truth. Now we only have quick glances before the lies begin. The radical left, the radical right, communists, socialists, dictators, social engineering by the left was declared un-American years ago by the right. Today, the right wants to govern us by edict. Individual rights are being challenged. And I did a fun one just the other day at a senior writing group here in El Paso. I am. I am what I am, says Popeye the Sailor Man. I am an American man. I am. But what am I, you ask? I am an American, I say, a citizen of the good old red, white, and blue. But what kind of American am I? I was born back east in New England. That makes me a Yankee by trade. My father's father immigrated from Greece. That makes me half Greek American. My mother's father was an Irish Canadian immigrant. That makes me half Irish American. I was raised as a Roman Catholic. That makes me an American Catholic. I write with the opposite hand. That makes me a left-handed American. I inherited a pronounced proboscis. That makes me a big-nosed American. I served in the United States Army. That makes me an American veteran. I now live in El Paso, Texas, USA. That makes me a Texan by choice. But what kind of American does that make me? A big-nosed, left-handed, half-Greek, half-Irish Yankee by trade, Texan by choice, all American. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back the remainder of my time.
All right. Thank you, Bill Sparks. Everyone, you can find Bill as Bill Sparks on Facebook. Appreciate it. Leads some writing groups and does do every now and then some Tumble Words workshops as well. And yeah, part of that you wrote in your intro when you signed up, and I'm like, I don't know if I can read this and introduce you this way, but I'm glad you were able to read that piece. Okay. I was gonna say something. Was it the chat? I was gonna address the chat. Um, all right. Oh, we got Julian Matthews joining in, so we can hopefully we can get him signed up. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the mic. Hold on. Am I missing a name? No. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and you heard his name dropped multiple times at the beginning and throughout the show. He is going to be leading next Monday's online mic, but he will also be hosting our in-person mic this Thursday at Old Sheepdog. Without further ado, it's time for Mr. Kit Wren, rocking that classic Buzzers hoodie. All right, man, when you're ready, take it away.
Thank you, Richie. Don't know much about hockey, but I love this hoodie. That's all I got to say about that. All right, we're gonna do a couple of mine from the notebook. Very unfinished types of things, but you know how it goes by now. I have a hiking trail less than 1,000 feet from me, and it's been a while since I've taken it. COVID made everyone homebound, and I took to it like a duck to a saucepan and a light honey glaze. The dogs led me down a canyon off of Rim Road, and it was so gorgeous I felt like I was trespassing in a painting. But I never lost my bearing, because I always had in my sight line the pickleball court of the obnoxious house next to my dog-sitting clients. Civilization, if that's what you want to call it, is winning, if that's what you want to call it. Michelle, the calmer and larger of the two dogs, stayed below in the wilded area of their backyard, contemplating peacefully the way I tried to. As we get back to the house and back into Wi-Fi range, my phone automatically starts playing a podcast about professional wrestling, embarrassing me in front of my amicable ex. How could I still be embarrassed? She's seen everything and she's still around. I want back the peaceful but willful composure of the dog sitting among the desert plants. I swear to God, I used to have it on my own. And last Saturday with Sandy, who I believe is in the comments right now. Hi, Sandy. She led us a pretty great workshop themed around Bob Dylan, subject near to my heart. And got this out of it. And, let's run it up the flagpole, see who salutes. The tragedy of the superfan is he's always looking for what's hidden. He's always looking for the underappreciated, the rarities, the B-sides, the commercial flops that shouldn't have been. Sure, the Christian stuff is weird, but have you heard I Believe in You? Sure, the 80s are kind of aimless, but have you heard Everything is Broken? And you lose grasp of the thing you love. You lose perspective. You start to position yourself against a hegemony. You start using meaningless phrases like underappreciated. You start policing other people for cliches or passive phrasing. You start saying, well, Pete Seeger wasn't really there with an axe. That's an urban legend. And we don't really know much about the motorcycle accident. And is this really the best use of the Nobel Committee's time? And, self-portrait really is as bad as they said. And then you hear Like a Rolling Stone again, and it should be as familiar to you as cereal, as familiar as a copyright notice, as the commercial that was hilarious during the Super Bowl but is still getting played in November. And it sets you on fire. The contempt and the sympathy delivered like one thing. The criticism and the advice arriving at the same time, an emotional car crash. The speaker loves you so much that he needs you to know exactly how and how much you fucked up. And you turn to the man on the stool next to you and you say, this song is like getting hit by a hurricane. And he says, it's not Hurricane. That's a different song. The tragedy of the superfan. We all think we're the only one. We repulse like south poles of a magnet. And I wanted to show off my short hair because I don't think people know about the changes in me, but for the cover poem, we'll put the hat back on to honor the way that Mike Sindler has punked what we rock. So this cover poem is what I'm holding on to, like a Lucas. This is called Reasons to Survive November by Tony Hoagland. November like a train wreck, as if a locomotive made of coal had hurtled out of Canada and crashed into a million trees, flaming the leaves, setting the woods on fire. The sky is a thick, cold gauze. But there's a soup special at the Waffle House tomorrow, downtown. And the Jack Carson show is up at the museum, full of luminous red barns. Or maybe I'll visit beautiful Donna, the kickboxing queen from Santa Fe, and roll around in her fold-out bed. I know there are some people out there who think I am supposed to end up in a room by myself with a gun and a bottle full of hate, a locked door and my slack mouth open like a disconnected phone. But I hate those people back from the core of my donkey's soul. And the hatred makes me strong, and my survival is their failure. And my happiness would kill them. So I shove joy like a knife into my own heart over and over, and I force myself toward pleasure. And I love this November life where I run like a train deeper and deeper into the land of my enemies. Yes. So Tumble Words Project, that's what I run every Saturday. That's where a lot of great things get started. And speaking of starting things, a friend of ours is starting their own fiction group, the Fiction Crafters. We'll have Michelle Benares and perhaps the rest of her crew too, in both El Paso and Dallas, and to talk about that and lead us in some narrative exercises. So that'll be happening on Saturday. This Thursday, I'll be at Old Sheepdog Brewery. I'll be your master of ceremonies. We'll have a great time with poetry and music and craft beer by the Old Sheepdog crew. They have some really great stuff. It's been really fun to watch them grow as a business and like get better every week. It's really fun when you can track that sort of thing in your friends and in your surroundings. And speaking of friends, next week we have a little tradition. You've seen the cover poem in action. In honor of Thanksgiving, we have a little thing we call the Poetry Potluck, where we turn the cover poem from a tribute to the great forces and the great forefathers and foremothers and so on. We turn that from that sort of thing into a peer-to-peer relationship, where we all take turns reading each other's poems and hearing ourselves again for the first time. It's a very interesting, flattering and revealing thing when you hear someone else read your poem, and they can like give you a whole new interpretation from the way they even read it. So I want all of our regulars to ask around, think about it, and read the thing you want to read. And we'll see each other at this same time next week. It should be a great experience. But we're going to kick it back to Richie and finish out the rest of the night. Thank you all very much.
All right, appreciate it, Kit. All righty then. If you guys are just showing up, welcome to our online mic. If you are an EPCC student looking for the town of Passport info, I did leave some instructions in the live chat. You may need to scroll up to see it. I might also just repost it towards the end of the show, but we still have plenty of performers, everyone. So sit in, buckle in, and we're gonna go ahead and we have a debut, everyone. So I'm always excited when someone signs up to share their work. I was kind of cheating earlier and looking up they shared a link with a bunch of writings, so it's really cool. I'm excited about this. Welcome to the show, Soren. So Soren, when you are ready, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Richie. Did not know you jumped right into my own poetry, but I'm glad you enjoyed. And I have 3 poems. If I have more time, I might share an extra one. But the first one is called Soy, which means life in Greek. Here we go. From the streets to the canals, I wonder where I'll go from here on out. Will my legs seek a home or a soft place to land? I noticed your stares. I noticed the glares. Are you dreaming of me some way, somehow? I looked at each road, full of wonder and disgust, full of love and fears. My heart thrilled with ecstasy. From the dirt path to the rotten sidewalks, I wonder where I'll head today. Will I look for comfort in the hearth or fertilizer in the cold type box? So many options. Can I be happy? Is this the point of living? Perhaps it's the burnt bread this morning, or was it last evening? Perhaps it's the calamity of colors in the morning, or is it the dawn? Can you tell me where to go? Is lead the road I'll have to take, or find my way to Misomansny for another shot at living, redeeming? At the end of the day, however, the question stays the same. Where do I want to go? That's one poem. The next poem is called Rom-Com Blues. How do I solve this calamity? How do I know you like me? I'm torn in believing in the moment that I swore were there, but when reliving the moments, I'm blasted between tinted glasses and the default truth of the matter situations. So what do I do? Is there a black box I can escape to? I want to keep you in the green room, but if I grow out to be an English ivy, am I worth it? Are you worth it? For a silver maple, I wonder how long I'll prevail all your attacks. Because as much as I want to be yours, I know I'm dreaming for the impossible. I'd rather spend my time killing roots and find my place in this disorder of ecology. If only you could just give me a sign, one small gesture, one small word, a flare signal, and I promise to act accordingly. But that's if only you, if only I, if only we knew how to preserve something so beautiful. And next up is Hard to Dance. Let there be fun, for there's festivities and a whole new soundtrack we can dance to. Do you wish to join me in on the fun? You could take it slow, step by step, slow down a waltz till you're comfortable. Or we could jump right in with no clue who's talking or expressing, and enjoy the wild, unpredictable dance. And although we'll be stepping on our toes, the fact that we are laughing and smiling is undeniable. Let the clouds part for us in our little heaven. Let it paint the prison we find ourselves in. Let it drive the world insane for seeing the youth have fun at rush hour instead of working. Let it wonder how our hearts are happy just at the change of soundtrack, weather, the atmosphere. Oh, let them see what they will. The festivities are coming, and a new soundtrack is coming to town. That is a little joke at the end. Hopefully some people caught it. But I have a little time for extra, so it's a little short poem called Reason Behind Ears. Making notes as I go, listen hard, listen well. It's rude to just hear, not the reason for ears. Wonder about pitching in. But did I do my job right? Am I listening or am I invested for self-gain? Which one am I? What are the reasons behind thy ears? And that's all I have to share. So I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope to come here more often. But as Richie said, you can find me at oldpoetry.com under Soaring Blues. It's nice coming in. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, great having you. And you're welcome anytime you want, and I am sure everyone here will will agree with me on that. Glad you could join us, Soren. And yeah, I shared the link, by the way, on the live chat. If you guys want to check that out. Lovely, lovely piece. I really like the way you read your pieces. Very fun. I really liked the first line, the sound and language of calamity of colors. When talking about the sky there. That was really nice. Okay, very cool. a debut. We always love a debut, and again, you can come through. Okay, we're gonna go and get international here, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and first start off in the Philippines, where we have Lacan in the house. So hopefully the Wi-Fi is a little better now. Lacan is always doing really great stuff. You can find them at the Lacan Poetry, the LKN Poetry on Instagram. When you're ready, go ahead and wait. Are you still here? Yes. When you're ready, go and take it away. Yeah, there you are.
Magandang tanghali, a beautiful noon to everyone. We don't have that in the English language, but we have that in Tagalog or in Filipino. I'm Lakan, and I'm currently in the city of Vigan, which is a 500-year-old city here in the Philippines, up north of Manila. And I'll be sharing two poems for today. One is a cover, and the other one is a poem of mine. The first one, yes,
Oh man, the
is
Wi-Fi
one
is
of his
being
poems. Oh no, the Wi-Fi is being no, the data is being weird.
gotcha.
Okay, data is being weird. Sorry, guys. This is the part where I say third world problems. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. If you want, maybe
Ah,
try it without the
fantastic.
video so we can hear you. Yeah,
There
there
we
you go.
go. How's this? Good?
Yes.
Okay. This is from the book Parade of Past Lives, and the title is The Thereafter. I laughed until I cried when they opened my body, and my heart leapt into another time. It rearranged the universe at will, with its memory and slivers, an unreturned call, a frameless mirror, an untitled nocturne, a body without a name without a body, a feedback loop in short circuit, a whole life reduced to eulogies. There goes the promise of everything, the entitlement to the world. But shoes were paired at the doorstep, height measured in hours. There were frontiers to conquer, ceilings to shatter, lines to cross. In the end, there's a thumb. Nothing follows. Only a thumb. A thumb. Then silence. Go. You. That is by K.A. Ramil from the book Parade of Past Lives, which will be available on Saturday across multiple platforms and bookstores. Also in the US, of course, Barnes Noble will carry it, and also Amazon and local libraries. You can request your local libraries for a copy, and they can request it to us, and we can provide. So the next poem is my poem. It's from my debut collection, When Stars Are Traitors. Um, and it is, I'm grateful. It's an honor to be nominated for the Pushcart and also for the Booker Prize. Um, for this, for this cycle. This is one of my poems in the book. And people to know more about what really happens to the mind of a victim. The title of the poem is Polarium. The water rushes, more shame on my body, like tears aren't enough. To swim away from the stains I try to strip off me. If only I can be more naked than time. The drops of seconds could count the ways to bury me between the shadows in my legs that keep my wailing company. I wish it were rainbows or unicorns, but they've bled them all dry. They, the four horsemen, rode their way like a wave of thrusts that still gallops. My tower fills my eye like a spolarium in an arena of broken colors. My legs can't bear a rise. The bones choke with their fists, still hauling like an ocean's bounty. I can still feel their swords flashing around my memory. They made sure trauma will remain fresh. As I hung my arms up like a painting, flailing under hope's curation, evil, even when it's spelled backwards. God drowned in its own vacancy, as salvation becomes a stroke of a death and anguish drenches the hours that passed each glitter of loss in the tiled boxes of my bath. I did try to scathe every inch of grief, but abuse is a gladiator. It's more tenacious than my scrubbing. It doesn't peel off the paint of rape. Of my sanity, making soiled in a museum inside my bathroom, and I'm the only one who can see it, with my eyes still shut, but my tears had won its prize. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much.
Oh, Lacan, thank you. I mean, that piece is always so intense. We started to lose you a bit there at the end, but we caught a big part of that. Um, yeah, I know you're traveling too, like you're on the road, so that makes it probably a little harder. But oh, whoops, let me get back. I think they just actually lost completely the signal. But hey, I shared links. You can check out Lacan's work. God, I appreciate the call in. We were talking about like where people have kind of called in from in the past of this show, and I can say I don't know if too many people have called from a moving vehicle. That's a new one. In an ancient city. Um, yeah, so all the love to Lacania, poet in car getting coffee. That'd be that serious, huh? Anyway, we're gonna go and keep on going, guys. We're gonna visit Julian Matthews in Malaysia, and the share screen is already available. When you're ready, Julian, go ahead and take it away. Welcome back.
Hi. Um, this is number 70. Wow. This is my 70th present at BWOMS since August 10th, 2021. Wow. Mr. Age, they say Age is catching up. I did not know Age was a runner or that he was behind me and I was in a race with him. I might have been better prepared. If I let him bypass me, will I stay frozen in time? Or will I reverse instead like Benjamin Button and watch Mr. Age's scrawny frame disappear over the hill? Once I was about to take part in a 10-kilometer race in the wee hours of the morning. The 21-kilometer runners had been flagged off an hour earlier. The organizers were just about to set up the counters at the finishing line for the returning half-marathoners when a rake-thin runner showed up. He hardly looked like he broke a sweat. It was a walk in the park, literally, for him. And yes, he was Kenyan or Ethiopian, When I was young, my mother always insisted I finish my vegetables because the children in Africa were starving. I'm glad I did my part because somehow they are here in this part of the world alive and kicking and beating Mr. Age. I don't think my Mr. H has the same genetic predisposition, high altitude training, or complex carbs and high fiber diet. He never had to walk to school or run to survive in an early age. He took the school bus, like me, ate too much sweets, and only had to outrun the school bully, Scruffy Afat, who waddled, and I was told later ended up as a drug dealer. He died young in jail. I guess age caught up with him sooner than expected. His Mr. H must have been fitter than mine. I hope to stay ahead of my Mr. H, but only just. If you see me looking over my shoulder every now and then, it's because I'm worried he's gaining on me. But then again, if I spot him huffing and puffing near me, I might greet him, pull up a chair, and offer him some tea. It's the least I can do given his loyal following all these years. We'll chat just like old friends before I send him on his way. I hope Mr. H will be grateful for the catch up. Oh, and one more. Unsolicited. Boilerplate adult advice no one ever. Unsolicited boilerplate adult advice no one ever needed. Appreciate your loss, your grief. Every wound is a bleeding mouth silenced by the pout of a clot, the pucker of a scar, a pursed blood, the money shot that hurts. Every burn is a lesson learned. Share it and halve it, split it, whittle it, spit on it, rub it, dilute what ails you, kick the pail, overturn the fails. Success isn't a summit, it's the tumbling, falling, rinse and repeat, risings. Catch yourself in the process. Becoming is bunk if you only stay still. Landlocked, so lean in, rock out, underachievement, unlocked every crossings again, claw through the pain. Grow up is a dig, an energy drain. Adulting is not a 6-lane highway, it's a grotty alley, an unmapped lane. Ditch pride, excavate the ego pit. You can't just sit or Google your way out of everything and then some. Fill the gap, go deep, mine it until you're done. Take your lumps, grumps. Any fool can spot the pothole in the pot. Mend it yourself or pay the toll. Skip the Starbucks, the sushi lunch, rickroll in the punches. Quit the jib jab, rein in the TikTok chatter, WhatsApp banter. Get in the ring, ground and pound. Focus on what matters. Affirmations are dead. Up the garden path you were led. The fruits of labor hang on the tree of perspiration. Duh. Get out of your cozy flower bed. Every trunk is a question bark. All the answers are in your head. Don't just carve your mark, get wild, go long, and kick butt instead. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Julian. As always, thank you and appreciate the screen share stuff. Yeah, so if you guys are on the live chat, I'll share that link in just a moment so you can check out more of Julian's work. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and keep this going on. Always good stuff. We're gonna come back to the US and let's stop at the Capitol where we have our good friend Ed Poetastic ready to go with some jokes and poems. Ed, when you're ready, go ahead and take it away. Happy Monday.
Hey, Monday, my bro, like no other words like thunder. Hello, my name is Ed Potasto, feeling fantastic. Please, in time, you could join my rhyme for I feel sublime. I got 10 Thanksgiving jokes and 3 poems, so it take too much time. The first joke is, what's the best way to fix a pumpkin pie? Use a pumpkin patch. Why did the cranberry blush? It saw the turkey dressing. What do you need to make Thanksgiving s'mores? Pilgrims. What did the Thanksgiving turkey say to the Christmas turkey? Nice to meet you.
What's blue and covered on feathers? A turkey holding its breath. Here's a good one. Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Normally,
Normally who?
normally, I don't eat too much.
You got me.
What did the ocean say when it saw the Mayflower crossing? Nothing. It just waved. Did you hear about the turkey that plays baseball? He covers first base. If pilgrims traveled on the Mayflower, what do college students travel on? Anyone? Scholarships. What's a pilgrim's favorite dance? The turkey trot. Don't worry, I got more jokes next week. All right. This is a classic. Everyone seems to love this classic. This is called Anything for a Mermaid. I sail the most furious tides. Anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I skin the most ugliest hides. Anything for my mermaid. Riches, anything for a mermaid. Rich of love I can provide. Anything for a mermaid. I slay monster 12 feet wide. Anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I don't really care. I almost died. Anything for a mermaid. I even tossed away my pride. Anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I even take salt in my eyes. Anything for a mermaid. I even take salt. I even take everything in stride. Anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I even fight with both hands tied. Anything for a mermaid. I even live with my heart dried. Anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I even get on the walls rides. Anything for a mermaid. I even climb a steep landslide. Anything for a mermaid. Oh, anything for a mermaid. I even take her as my bride. Mermaid, where did you go? Oh, mermaid, where did you go? I said I love her, yes, she replied, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, mermaid, where did you go? Thank you. Sorry about that. Been a while. This other one's called Page Not Found. I saved it last night. Computer, you want to fight? I saved it on the document. Then I click attach and sit. I don't want to write again. The words needed to end. I was brainstorming like mad. Quotes and opinions I add. My fingers dance on a keyboard. Very easy than writing on chalkboard. Now I have to write it over again. Where's my papers and pen? Why didn't I take accurate notes? My ideas do swim and float. No, I believe. No. I think. Damn, my thesis starts to shrink. Oh, I'm not a fan with stress. I can feel the punches in my chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Be calm. Don't shout. I have time. There's no need to pout. It should be about technology. Sorry, computer. No apologies. Why is it backwards and flawed? I hope it won't come out odd. My essay printed on paper. Hope it won't disappear into vapor. Sometimes technology is a godsend, but it's not. It makes our plans and minds full of knots. Technology can confuse our simple task. What task? Do I really need to ask? I finally done! That was fun. Time always seems to run. Wait! My previous essay was saved, but accidentally sent to Dave. Technology, look what you made me do. Now my buffoon split in two. All right, thank you so much. And here's another one. It's called Drawn in the Smudge. Drown in Smudge. We created by Earth, the dirt a rebirth. We are her seeds. We breed, she bleeds. Strength in her mud, sunk in the floods. We're flowers in her image, roots without any limits. We don't show you love. Your voice is the winds above. We feel your earthquakes while you painfully ache. We see your thunderstorms, your frantic cries as a newborn. We touch your hurricanes, the wails of growing pains. We drink your tsunamis. The water cleans your body. We hear you, our mother. We feel your thunder. Yes, we understand and do. Sorry to be a burden to you. A mother's work is never done. Thank you for being our son. Forgive your uprooted trees. We are pieces of your humanity. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much. I'm still thinking about the ocean waving, man. That one messed with me. Uh, how can people follow and support you online?
Well, you can follow me and support me online while coming to this wonderful open mic that makes your Monday night city light in the wonderful, fantastic spotlight. All right. But if you want to follow me, please feel free. My Facebook's Eddie Farm, my IG is Eddie Farm 92. And remember, if the mic is right, I'll be there to shine my fantastic insight. If you send me a quest, if you take a guess, the answer is yes. Hope everyone's I hope everyone will be safe and blessed. Now start spewing warm words outside your chest. Now start feeling and doing and being your best. And always remember, you're more important than you ever know. Don't stop your glow. Never ever stop your flow. If you don't know, now you know. How I love this show.
Awesome, man. Thank you, thank you. I kind of like how your send off is kind of like a bonus poem every time, and we all know the words. Thank you, Ed, as always. All right, cool. We are gonna go ahead and bring up our last performer of the night. Again, we do this every Monday, so if you want to try it out yourself or know anyone that would like to try it, let them know. Follow us on YouTube, Barbed Wire Open Mic Series, and we also welcome singer-songwriters to come on through. If you just have something you want to share, sign up. Hope to see you next week. But right now we got Dan the Man to close out the show. Dan, when you're ready, go ahead and take it away.
All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Yep. Excuse me. Sorry. Well, who knew it would? I don't know about the shoe. Who knew about the glue? Yep, it's kind of a breakthrough, but not kind of a drive-through. Ain't no debut, but we seen old school. Who knew? Yep. Just seeing the on cue, you see this, you see the 75 film shampoo with Warren Beatty, but it's not like the voodoo. It's like voodoo with brew, but it's kind of like black and blue with the buckle of the boogaloo and the caribou. Well, yeah, just like how we go to Malibu. So it's like a oh ho, yep, just like Hawaii, the point of view. Just like seen through and through over to the Waterloo. Wanted to ABBA. Waterloo. Yep. And Adam Sandler. Whoopie de doo. Yep. Oh well. Too bad for the red and white blue. It's kind of like out of the blue. Hmm. Don't even think about watching the Blood and Honey that stars Winnie the Pooh and two. Yeah, so there goes the skeleton crew. Hmm. But only for the interview. It's in Papa 2. No can do. Just see the blue. Okay. Ah, guess I gonna need a shoe. Okay, well, that's all. That's the best part for right now. And okay, and still Dan the Man's currently on hiatus. Fixing up something. So just gonna take a little while. So all right, guys. Hope you guys Have a safe week. I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow at the Moto Bar or Rosewood, I think. Or I'll probably I hope to be there Thursday for the Old Sheep Dog Brewery. Okay. All right. And as we come to the night and see the light, but man, who missed Friday night was a fight with Tyson and Paul. That's a hell of a fight night. Yep. Yep. We did see the light. And always the plight. All right. Okay, Richie. Time to call it a night.
All right, Dan. Appreciate that as always. Thanks for telling me what to do. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks. Again, if you guys are in the El Paso area, come check out one of our live mics. We are downtown Tuesdays, at Mona or Rosewood. Tomorrow will be Rosewood. It is a music and poetry open mic. So if you're a singer-songwriter, if you are an instrumentalist, if you are a writer, prose, poetry, anything, new genres, whatever, come on through. Sign up is at 8 p.m. It is 21 plus. But this Thursday we will also be at Old Sheep Dog Brewery. That one is all ages. So even though it is a brewery, they don't sell liquor. So by law, you can go, under 18, it's fine. So yeah, if you guys are interested in checking that out, we'd love to see you. Follow us on social media if you have not had the chance. Shout out to 1881, by the way. I'm always rocking their caps. And if you're in the region, I'm a big fan of their line. They got a new release coming up this Saturday, some new merch being released. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully I'll see you at one of the shows. Again, if you're an EPCC student, just look for the instructions for that QR code. You can also find me through the EPCC directory. Just look up my last name. I teach English there. Everyone have a great week. As always, I enjoyed all the performances, all the readings. Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys next Monday for the online mic. My name is Rich, Deadball Riveries. Peace, 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 peace. All right.